Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Deputy. Will you please state and spell your name for the record?
Deputy Hunter Tauch, H-U-N-T-E-R, last name is T-A-U-C-H.
And how are you currently employed?
Galveston County Sheriff's Office,
How long have you been employed at the Galveston County Sheriff's Office?
December of 2024.
So coming up on a year?
Yes, ma'am.
And what role do you hold at the Sheriff's Office?
Patrol deputy on night shift.
Patrol deputy on night shift. Is that the entirety of your law enforcement career?
No, ma'am.
So before we get to that, what does it take, what kind of training experience is needed in order to become a peace officer?
You have to pass the police academy. You be hired by an agency,
How long is the police academy typically?
roughly 5 minutes.
And where is it that you attended the academy?
Galveston College.
Once you attend the academy, is there any sort of credentials that one must have in order to be a peace officer?
You have to pass the TCOL test.
And what does the TCOL test include?
It's a series of questions over laws and the penal code, transportation code.
And is that licensure something that you keep forever, or do you have to have continuing education to maintain it?
You have to continue education.
And when was it that you became a peace officer?
June of 2020.
So you're going on about 5.5 years, is that fair?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was the first place that you were employed after passing the TCOL test?
Galveston Police Department.
And at the Galveston Police Department, what roles did you have?
I started out as night shift patrol, and I transferred into special operations and traffic safety.
Just kind of briefly, what is the difference between those three roles?
Night shift patrol, you answer calls for service, while also being proactive. And traffic safety is a proactive unit. You don't necessarily answer calls for service, you proactively interdict crime before it can occur, hopefully.
And by nature of being traffic safety unit, is that more driving related crimes?
Yes, ma'am.
And currently you said you're a patrolman at the Sheriff's Office, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What is kind of a typical day in the life for you as a night shift patrol deputy with the SO?
Answer calls for service, make traffic stops.
And for the Sheriff's Office, are you assigned to the entire county or a certain area?
In a certain area.
What area are you currently assigned to?
Highway 6.
And is that the same area you have been assigned to your entire tenure with SO?
No, no.
What other areas have you been assigned to?
I've been assigned to the Bay Shore, I've been assigned to Dickinson, I've been assigned to Highway 6, and I've been assigned to Bolivar.
Okay. And for those of us who may not be as familiar with parts of the county, what is the Bay Shore, or where is that?
It's the San Leon Bacliff area.
Okay. And this may sound silly, but what county and state are San Leon and Bacliff in?
Galveston County, Texas.
Okay. I want to bring your attention to the night of February 6, 2025. Do you recall that date?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you on duty that day?
I was.
What duty were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the Bay Shore on D shift patrol.
And on that night, did something occur that led us to be here today?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that?
I was a special welfare concern.
And when you get dispatched, what kind of information do you get?
And then it varies on the call. Usually an address and a short synopsis of what's going on.
And you said in this case it was a welfare concern, is that
Yes,
correct? Where was it that you were dispatched to?
At 4500 block of, I believe it was 15th Street,
In what city?
Bacliff.
Okay. And did you know any other information before you arrived?
Male was requesting to check the welfare of a female. He hadn't heard from her in a couple of days.
Your Honor, statement moved at this time to admit Stage 1. It's been listed with a VRA. It's a 911 call from Galveston County Sheriff's Office.
Hearing no objection, Stage 1 will be admitted.
And may I publish, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
answering the phone. They're not answering the door. I'm fixing to break the door in. I beat on the windows. I beat on everything. I've got her son on the other line. And he told me to keep the door in. But that's a big old oak door, and I don't think I'm going to get through it.
Okay, and so what are you needing? Like, are you wanting a welfare check on him?
Well, I mean, I'm fixing to break in over here is what I'm fixing to do. Because there's two women in there, and neither one of them's answering. They haven't answered in a day and a half.
And it's your daughter and your niece?
No, it's my sister-in-law and my grandniece. I guess you'd say grand. She's my niece. Her husband's passed away. She's a widower. Widower.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Terry Utton. Spelled Utton. It's the last name.
And good callback number?
409-312-9406.
Okay, I'll have a deputy and route over there to speak with you.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
And Deputy Tauch, was that 4723 15th Street, the same address you were dispatched to?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you arrived on location, can you tell the jury what it was you saw?
I saw the caller standing in the driveway of the address location.
And what was that address location? Was it an apartment, a building, a home?
It was a single-story house.
And you said you made contact with the caller standing in the driveway, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Ultimately, without telling me what anybody else said, what did you do once you arrived?
I made contact with the caller and asked what was going on.
And what did you do next?
I walked around the residence and attempted to make contact with the females inside.
Were you able to make contact with anybody inside the home?
No, ma'am.
What sort of things did you do in order to try and make contact with them?
I called the female cell phone multiple times, knocked on doors, knocked on windows, announced sheriff's office.
At any point, did you or someone else try to make entry?
The caller did, yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us a little bit about that? What did you observe him do?
I observed him go in through the rear window of the bathroom in the master bedroom.
Were there any other places he tried to get in first?
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that?
The laundry room.
Was he able to get in through the laundry room?
No, ma'am.
Why?
It was blocked by a washer.
And you said ultimately he went in through a master bathroom, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how was it he was able to enter that master bathroom?
He contacted the female son and he was given access to enter through the window.
And was the window unlocked, or what? How did he actually open it?
No, ma'am. It wasn't locked, or it wasn't unlocked. I believe he had to break the window.
And ultimately, did you observe the caller make entry?
Yes, ma'am.
Upon him making entry, what did you do, or what happened next?
I walked to the front door and waited for him to open the front door.
And did he open the front door?
Yes, ma'am.
About how long later?
Less than 30 seconds.
And when he opened the front door, what did he seem like? What was his demeanor?
He was very upset. He was crying.
Okay. After he opened the front door, what did you do?
I entered the residence and began a search of the residence.
And can you tell the jury a little bit about what you saw upon entering the residence?
When I entered the residence, I saw guns in the living room, a bag of dog food opened in the middle of the living room, and then walking further in to the kitchen and dining area, there was pieces of a magazine cover in the kitchen, and then immediately to the right in the hall, there was a partially loaded 22 long rifle magazine. Immediately back from the kitchen area was the master bedroom. That's where the female was.
Okay. So before we get to the master bedroom, did you make contact with anyone else in that home?
No, ma'am.
And you said that there was a female in the master bedroom, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell us a little bit about when you walked into the master bedroom, what are you seeing?
There was multiple gun safes open and gun boxes scattered. There was pills all over the ground, multiple bullets on the floor, and there was a female laying horizontal on the bed, covered with multiple blankets and sheets and stuff.
So the status of the room, did it look orderly or disorderly or something else?
It looked like it had been ransacked.
And you mentioned the gun safes. Were those closed or open?
They were open.
And then the female you're discussing who said horizontal on the bed with sheets of things on top of her, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any signs of life in this female?
No, ma'am.
Once you determined that, what was the next step that you did?
I contacted CID and ID,
And why is it that you or first of all, what is CID and ID?
Criminal Investigation Division and Identification Division.
And generally, kind of what are those two divisions for people who may not know?
They are detectives. CID, detects. They do the investigation on the criminal side, and ID photographs crime scenes and such.
So is it fair to say one kind of deals with people and one kind of deals with evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why is it that in something like this y'all contact CID?
Because they have extra training in regards to their specific fields.
Okay. So once you contact those departments, what is your next step?
Secure the scene and then wait for them to arrive.
Is that what you did?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, on the night in question, Deputy, were you equipped with any sort of body cam?
I was.
Was it in fair functioning order?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes, ma'am.
Deputy, I'm handing you what's been temporarily marked as States 2. Please take a look at this and let me know if you recognize this item.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you recognize it?
My initials.
And is it a true and accurate depiction of what it purports to be?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, statements to admit States 2.
No objection.
States 2 will be admitted.
It may I publish, Your Honor?
Can I see the Would you turn that off, please?
Deputy, is this the house in question that we've been talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is this individual?
That's the caller.
Do you recall his name?
Terry.
And Deputy, can you, while we see you talking to Mr. Utton on screen, can you tell us why or why not a sheriff's deputy could enter somebody's home?
If there's exigent circumstances to enter the residence,
And at this moment, on the video, did you have any exigent circumstances?
no ma'am.
Why not?
Because there's no driving force to enter the residence. There's no imminent danger.
And so ultimately, what were you able to do at this point?
At this point, just attempt to make contact with the females inside.
And is it fair to say that y'all are outside the home for a little bit?
Yes ma'am.
I'm going to press pause on states 2 at 2 minutes and 55 seconds and move forward to about 7 minutes and 4 seconds on states 2.
You said there's a dog this year?
It's a little bitty black one.
Is it not barking? That's over here. Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office.
2 at 10 minutes and 54 seconds. Deputy, do y'all stand here and talk for a couple minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to press play again on stage 2 at 15 minutes and 11 seconds. Deputy, what do we see you doing right here?
I'm trying to call the females about
And do you know what her name is at this point?
Tammy.
Your call is important.
And while you're calling her, are you hearing any sort of ringing or movement from inside the home?
No, no.
And Deputy, will you tell the jury what part of the home are y'all walking to now?
We're walking through the backyard towards the laundry room and the back porch.
And in general, what was the status of all of the doors and windows of the house?
They were all locked.
There's a washing machine in the way.
Oh, no, that should be, no. Why is all this out? Oh my gosh, they. Oh,
It looks like this thing fell over. There's a whole.
hold on a minute. Oh.
pressing pause on stage 2 at 20 minutes and 43 seconds. Deputy, is this the door you spoke about earlier that was blocked?
Yes, ma'am.
And ultimately, what did you observe blocking it?
I believe it was a washroom machine.
And did you or Mr. Edmonds both attempt to get that door open?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it one of you or both?
Both.
And were you able to get that door open?
No, ma'am.
And then for the next few minutes, what do y'all do?
Walk around the rest of the residents and get in contact with Tammy's son, who gives Mr. Terry permission to break through that window right there.
I'm going to press play on states 2 at 25 minutes and 5 seconds.
But out here. That was locked. That was unlocked. Damn! Don't tell me you got poetry bags on this.
They trying to.
Bathrooms? got a lot of explaining to do, son.
Just be careful, please. Don't move, I'll get him.
Yeah, that's 2483, Uber 517. So I'm going to be an Uber driver. They booked the Uber. She got in the vehicle. He drove away. She canceled it. If I need pulled over and nothing on my officer 45. Like, you know, you were working with long female, short dress, 25.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna go, he's gonna go check. Go unlock the front door for us and we'll help you check out, okay?
Press pause on stage 2 at 34 minutes and 9 seconds. Now, Deputy, at this point where we just finished in the video, What happens next?
I contacted ID and CID.
Is that when you stated you maintained the perimeter until
Yes,
they
ma'am.
arrived?
Yes, ma'am.
After they arrived, did you have anything else to do with this case?
I assisted on a crime scene log,
And what is a crime scene log?
entering and exiting of the crime scene.
So just kind of keeping track of people?
Yes, ma'am.
Other than that, was there anything else that you did?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, I pass this witness.
Thanks, Roger.
No questions?
Thank you, sir. You may step down.